So this happened there in downtown Montreal. They have this university, McGill. I don't know how they pronounce it. And across the street, they have this building called Allen Memorial, something like that. I don't remember the name of the street. So they're saying there was this psychiatrist there. People were there looking for help, mainly women, I believe, because of their issues, anxiety, depression, alcohol problems. And this psychiatrist's name was Donald Dewan. Turns out, I don't know much about this. His therapy, if I can call it like that, was actually uh, being part of a uh, CIA project called the. It's famous. I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about it. MK Ultra, and I believe this was part of the sub project 68, I believe. So this is surprising for me here in the West because all this kind of stuff happening, I recognize as things being done in communist countries like the former Soviet Union and their KGB and stuff like that. World War II, when they were experimenting also with women, pregnant women, to see how much pain they could take before dying and stuff like that. So this happened there from 1957 to 1964. I'm learning MK Ultra was a series of projects the CIA was working on during the Cold War. And they go along these lines of psychological experimenting. This one's described, the one happening in Montreal, as giving the patients, I don't know how to call them, victims, high doses of LSD and other drugs. There were drug induced comas, some lasting weeks, extreme electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation, and a technique called psychic driving, which consists of repeated messages to reprogram the mind. The goal of this is to depattern a person, erase their personality and memories, and rebuild them with new behavior. The problem with this, I believe, was that these people, even when giving consent, they weren't looking to be part of a political project. They were asking for a psychiatric to help them. I don't know if they paid for this. Later on, they ended up suing the CIA, the Canadian government, and the university. This happened here in the West. This didn't happen in a uh, underdeveloped country in southern Slavic states like Serbia or all these little Balkan nations south of Eastern Europe and Asia. This didn't happen in the former Soviet Union, even when it was during Cold War times, giving us an example of how a situation probably wasn't so different. Of course, we didn't go through communism and their gulags and all they had over there. Terrible situation. But human rights were still violated here, and this didn't happen on underdeveloped country here in the West, like let's say a Latin American country, Mexico, for example. This happened in Canada. Maybe it was easier to do it here in Canada because the Quebec government has always been insisting on working on a slightly different way as the other provinces. Maybe they're a little more left leaning, which allowed a little bit of corruption and probably there was some left law maybe happening there that allowed this to happen. It wouldn't make sense because it's the Cold War that they were doing it there because of straight communism. But it's scary that it happened there in Montreal. Maybe it's too close to New York. Maybe it's too close to Boston. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm just an ignorant. I'm a mere mortal. I don't know. I don't know how sketchy those high spheres can get, but it's getting scary. Thinking 2026, how much technology have evolved, what kind of scary shit can be happening nowadays. People not even realizing. Nowadays, world's getting dangerous because we're not unipolar anymore. Uh, the world's polarizing. The East is gaining strength. It's not about being an American fanatic or anything, but being Western people, it's on our favor that the West has a control over the world situation and who's the leader. Well, the United States has always been the leader. It's unbelievable for me that it was the American government, one of the organizations doing this. Still happened. It was revealed on the 1970. God knows what's happening out there. We have always believed in the West. We have always believed in Western society values here in North America, Mexico, America, Canada. If we lose hope here for values just like this, human rights are on the top of priorities here in the West. They're the top. America, aided by Canada, American troops aided by Canadian troops, sometimes even Mexican troops. Some examples during World War II. They go intervene in other countries because their own governments are violating their people's rights. It's scary this happening in the West. If we lose hope here in the West, the world has no hope. If this happens in America, and I don't mean America in the United States sense of the word, I mean America in the continental sense of the word, if I can. We lose hope everywhere. Europe cannot take care of the world anymore. America is taking care of the world anymore. It's a reality. It's not fanatism. It's a reality. That's what happens. If it happens here, the rest is lost. Here it here's where what's right is taken care of, and other places are sometimes helped. But if it can happen here, then it's unbelievable for me that it happened here. But I guess it happened here.